Well, wasn't that just a fun ending to a preseason game? The whole toss back thing and trying to get a touchdown last second. That was pretty cool. I like that back and forth there. I don't know why they tied the game. I probably would have gone for it. I mean, you might as well get some reps in. I don't know why they tried to go for the field goal at the end there. However, it is what it is. I'll take it. So that game was pretty eye opening when it came to Garendo. So that was pretty cool. I don't want to jump around. So let's go look at the stats and just look at how everyone performed. I don't want to jump everywhere. Got to keep the order. I did have to make dinner and stuff like that through this game because it was really late. And I had to do some cleaning and stuff. So I did watch the game, but however, I did miss some things. So let's try to bear with me here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the stats of what they have going on here. Search, boom, bring that up. Bam. San Francisco 49ers, 24, Raiders, 24. So I don't know if you guys can see that or not. People who watch this later, I don't know if you can see that or not, but I'll read it out for you guys. Brock Purdy went 9 for 12, 96 yards, interception. I don't think that interception was his fault. It tipped off his hands and it just pops up in the air off Debo. I don't think that it was right on him. Debo had every right to catch that ball. So I don't blame Purdy on that, even though I think that other people are going to blame Purdy for that because, they want to take their shots at him. So I expect it. Dobbs, I think Dobbs slid himself as the second quarterback. I just think it's apparent. Brandon Allen did not beat Dobbs in the situation. However, Brandon Allen playing in this game and Mordecai getting that last snap at that really funky thing at the end there. I think Brandon Allen's our third quarterback. So, yeah, I think Brandon Allen's our quarterback. I think Dobbs is our quarterback. And sadly, I think Larry's going to be disappointed when he finds out that Mordecai is probably going to go to the practice squad. So I just got a feeling that's what's going to happen based on what I saw today because Brandon Allen's not playing terrible, like he's playing with some talent. Well, not talent, but he's not playing terrible. I guess that's just the only way I can put it. He's just not playing terrible compared to what he was in practice. So, and Mordecai, it'd be really cool. It's a fun story and all, but we already have a franchise quarterback. So, if he's actually that good that Larry makes him out to be, let the guy get picked up somewhere else and have a better opportunity because he is a rookie and it's most likely that he's not going to be like this big time starter. And if he is, he deserves to go somewhere else to get picked up by another team. So, yeah. Running back, Jordan Mason, absolute stud. Fire, dude. That guy is insane. His game jumped immensely from last year. He did have some snaps. Like I've seen him on the field a couple times. I was like, all right, looks good. Everyone raves about him in practice, especially this offseason. Apparently, he just took a huge jump. And yeah, I'm absolutely excited for Jordan Mason. I feel like he's going to be the second running back on this depth chart. Yeah, I'm excited. And so is every other 49ers content creator because they've been banging the table for this guy to get snaps. And this is the perfect opportunity. Jordan Mason just looks like he's ready. And Elijah Mitchell is going to be the third or fourth even running back on this roster. So, hold on. So yeah, there's that. Isaac Garendo, even though the stats here say that he has 2.9 yard carries, he was an absolute stud in the kick return. And he looks like a monster. I'm actually excited about Garendo. He's definitely making the squad. I have absolutely no doubts in that, especially since he's a fourth round draft pick. I'm really excited for him. It could have just been that kick return that really just got me hyped. But however, if he's able to make plays and do what he does and stay on his feet, I'll take it. Patrick Taylor, him playing in this game, he got a 1 yard game, then the 4 yard game, which is that touchdown he has here. Personally, he probably makes the team. I feel like this third game was like really kind of solidified, like who's going to play, who's going to make the team almost, in my opinion. Patrick Taylor looks solid. Garendo, excited about him. Matt Breida is not going to make this team. There's no way in hell. If he makes this team, we riot. We right at dawn. Okay. Joshua Dobbs, Brandon Allen got some negative yards there, but they're not known for their running. I guess Joshua Dobbs kind of is, but not really. So, yeah. So Matt Breeda's not making it. I'm so curious what's going to happen with Schrader, and I'm curious what's going to happen with Schrader. Patrick Taylor, even though I say he's going to make the team, and Elijah Mitchell, those three players are so kind of, I don't know what's going to happen there, because I can see the 49ers cutting Elijah Mitchell, being like, hey, it's time. It is time. I could see them doing that. It is time. But we'll see. He's just constantly getting hurt, so it's like, why waste a spot on him? Next up, we got receiving. Cameron Latu caught passes. He caught passes. He still doesn't make this team. If he makes this team, I'd be shocked if he makes this team. Even if he does have 3 catches for 14 yards on average, and 42 total, I just don't see him making the team. He can have this great game, and then the rest of the games he played bad. I don't know. It's just, you can't, that'd be so much of a gamble if you got rid of Willis or Salbert, who I think is a lot better than Cameron Latu. And I only think we're going to keep 3 tight ends on this squad. So congrats, Latu. Congrats. But I don't think you're going to make it, with all due respect. Jacob Cowing, stud, dude. 4th round steal. With Ayuk holding out, he's a blessing. I mean, because our problem was deep ball, but now we have Cowing. So that solves the deep ball problem. And the rest of the receivers are intermediate and short. So technically, I'm not saying we shouldn't sign Ayuk, but I'm saying we do have some sort of insurance in case he doesn't come back when it comes to the deep ball. So that's exciting. Not to mention, Brock Purdy has managed to pass to 6 different receivers in this game. So I'm not concerned with connection. I'm not concerned that he can't find other receivers if Ayuk's not out there. So there's that. Chris Conley's definitely making the squad. Anyone else that kind of shined? Trent Taylor's not making it, man. There's an OG that comes here all often. He's a big Trent Taylor guy. He ain't making it, man. He had plenty of opportunity this game. It just wasn't it, dude. Just wasn't it. Kind of screwed over Mordecai earlier. He did take a big hit, however, but still he should have caught that ball. Defense, the only problem with the defense, in my opinion, was just the tackling and the run defense. It's the same shit. As for the tackling, it's relatively new. The tackling is relatively new. So hopefully we can figure that out. I don't want to say, I say relatively new as in like it's just kind of happened this preseason where it's this bad. We kind of had an issue, but it just got worse this preseason. Devondre Campbell, 3 tackles, 1 assist. Bethune, stud. A lot of people want to have Bethune make this team. Some people don't think he's going to make this team just because he's slower in coverage and he's a 7th round draft pick. So why not? Personally, I don't think he makes it. I don't. If he got like a sack, an interception, or he really balled out in the coverage sense, I think he would have made it. But this team needs your linebackers to be efficient in the pass defense. So I don't know. We'll see. But right as of right now, I don't really see him making it. Green, stud. Tracy Walker, absolute stud. This defense, Luter got an interception. Even though the ball was a little bit underthrown, he still got an interception, which is dope. I think Luter Jr. makes the squad, and he's got a bright future, in my opinion. So anything else on here? Kick returns. There was that. I don't know if I talked about it, but I did say he got a big kick return. Grenner did all the way to the 5-yard line. Cody Schrader, I didn't catch this one, or Patrick Taylor. They both did kick returns, 1 each. So, and Cody Schrader did better than Patrick Taylor. So if there was like a bet of whoever got further in a kick return stays on the team, Schrader got it. That's stupid. I don't think that would be the case, but yeah. Jacob Cowing is going to be our punt returner. Obviously, Jacob Cowing was catching the balls, not dropping or fumbling them like Ronnie Bell naturally does, or Trent Taylor. Trent Taylor's washed. He's got to go. Jake Moody had obviously 49 longest. Get it? 49ers. 49 kick. Which is good. You don't want him, missing field goals. There's not really much to say to that. If he made like a 55-yarder, I'd be like, guess what Moody did? But 49, I'm kind of expecting him to make that. So anyway, Presley Harvin III is our backup punter, while Wisnowski is currently out right now. There's no concern about him. Wisnowski, he's going to come back. However, Harvin is actually not that bad of a punter. So if he's around and Wisnowski is hurt again, you have a little bit of assurance. So Overall, I'm pretty happy with the offense. Believe it or not, even with that offensive line. Except for Parker, you're cut. That backup tackle or whatever that fucking allowed that one D end to straight beeline, I believe, to Brandon Allen. You're cut. You're done. You are done. You're gone. Hubbard wasn't too great. I think I heard his name in a bad way one time. I think I was in the kitchen at the time. So, yeah, Parker's done. That's the only thing I got to say that's bad on offense was just that one guy. So everyone else, you don't have to worry about them. Ronnie Bell, not so much either, I guess. Sorry. Ooh. Heart attack? Oh, my God. No. I'm joking. Defense, though, there's concerns. It's weird because we had a huge upgrade on defense. That's all we focused on when it came to free agency. It was defense. And for some reason, we have the same shit from last year. Run defense, fucking apparently the tackling's gotten worse somehow, and our special teams is still atrocious. So those three things are still carrying over this season. We need to figure that out. As for offense, I think we're going to be better this year, even possibly without Ayuk. I know. But it just looks good to me. Still, offensive line needs to still needs to be upgraded. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying offensive line needs to be upgraded. All right. This here is the depth chart that we currently have. I updated it just a little bit. We got the quarterbacks, offense on the left side, defense on the right side. And so I officially I updated some positions, I should say. Sorry, I don't want to fumble words. I updated some positions. Brock Purdy's going to be a first quarterback. Joshua Dobbs, I got being our second quarterback. I think Brandon Allen solidified it. I still Mordecai is orange because there's like this little tiny percentage where Kyle Shanahan or whoever is obsessed with like quarterbacks or whatever is going to be like, I feel like Tanner Mordecai is going to be the best backup for us over Allen. There would be something like that would have to happen, but I don't see it based on who they played today. So if they were not sure on Mordecai and Allen, I feel like we would have saw more of Mordecai here and Allen. So yeah, and I think they're stuck on this. Running back, Jordan Mason, stud, obviously. Mitchell. I had him as green. I should put him as orange. I don't know how this running back room is going to shake up the more I constantly think about it. I don't understand. Schrader, I like his potential, but not so much. Mitchell, I believe Mitchell. Wait, hold on. I think Mitchell's hurt, but I think he comes back before week 1 if he's hurt, right? Let me double check. Okay, so he should be ready for week 1. Okay, but he looks ready to suit up week 1. He just hurt himself August 6th. He had a hamstring strain, so we'll most likely keep him for sure. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe no. Yeah. God, it's so hard. Pause. Yeah, I don't know. Oh shit! What did I do? There we go. So wide receiver, Ayuk is still pending. That is such a problem. Like on my freaking board, I hate seeing that little pending part. I just want to know if he's on this team. I need to know if he's on this team. Anyway, Ayuk, Debo, I thought was pretty good. He still can't separate. Okay, let's be real. The dude still can't separate. He's gotten better. He looks better on the field. He really does. But, I mean, that catch that he had where he did that back shoulder catch, the defender was with him the entire way. I didn't like his double move. His double move was not very good. I didn't like it. He still caught it, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it was that good. Chris Conley makes the team. Juwan Jennings, Cowling, makes the team. Ronnie Bell and Danny Gray, do they keep – oh, man, as if Ayuk stays. It really depends upon Ayuk. If they keep Ayuk, it's possible that Bell and Gray are gone. If Ayuk turns out to be gone before the waivers or the cuts, then we're going to keep Bell for sure. I'm pretty sure. So that really hangs on it. Danny Gray, I think he gets cut. I'm gonna make him red. I think Danny Gray gets cut. I think he's just not the guy. If I had to pick between Danny Gray or Ronnie Bell, I'm taking Ronnie Bell, believe it or not, because I know Ronnie Bell can block at least, and he can make good catches. It's just for some reason sometimes he just has some of those weird, terrible situations where it just hits his hands and it bounces in the air. I'll never understand it. Tight end, I've officially sold. It's B. Willis, and it's going to be Salbert and Kittle. Latu made it, like I said earlier, Latu made some good catches, but I don't think it was enough to prove himself. 4 tight ends are going to get cut, and I think like at least 2 of them are at the very least, going to be on the practice squad. So that's not too concerned. B. Parker, get fucking bent. You're cut. You're gone. Hubbard's probably going to be is going to be a backup tackle along with Jalen Moore. Pooney obviously is a starter. Brendel's a starter. So the tackle is pretty much set. Tackles is set. However, guard and center is such a weird thing. They're just they constantly like rotated players and stuff that I don't know what's going on there, especially with players coming back after recovering from their injury. So that is such in the air, and I feel like it'd be disingenuous if I was like, yeah, it's gonna be Kingston, or yeah, it's gonna be Nugent or Zakel or Barch. And you know what? Zakel might actually end up getting it just because he's Brock Purdy's roommate and they're like best friends. And Zakel wants to be center, and I just feel like they like Zakel just as much as they like Moore, and they're probably going to keep him around for that reason. But if they don't keep Zakel, they'll probably keep Barch too, or cut Nugent. Now I'm just saying shit. All right, let's go to the defense. The defensive side. Let's leave the offensive side alone. We talk about that shit all the time. D end. Nothing showed me anything. Like, I have zero faith in our DNs, and especially with Lloyd and Gross-Matos having to get checked on because they were hurt. That was scary as shit. Yeah, our DNs are just not very good. Beal didn't play too bad, but the rest of them just need. Yeah, we're definitely trading for a DN, and we are definitely going to pick up somebody for waiver wires in the DN situation. D tackle, I wasn't impressed with anybody in particular. So that's still up in the air with Evan Anderson and T.Y. McGill. But the 4 D tackles are pretty much on this list. Hargrave, Collins, Elliott, and Givens. Linebacker, we're going to go ahead and keep everything the same. I don't know if they're going to keep Fowles or Bethune. Most likely, in my opinion, they'll keep Fowles just because they look at him as the Jalen Moore type kind of guy, where on offense, I say this a lot for people who watch me, that he's just the defense version of Jalen Moore. Curtis Robinson pretty much got his spot guaranteed on this roster. He performed the last 2 preseason games. This was just really between Fowles and Bethune, this game was, and whoever you thought was better and whoever you thought the 49ers were most impressed with is probably going to be that spot. And I think it's going to be Fowles. Bethune is going to go into waivers. Corner, they got to find a way. I don't know how they're going to cut it. I don't know how they're going to do it. Maybe they need to keep 2 quarterbacks. I do not know. But they need to find a way to keep 6 corners on this team. I like all 6 of these corners. I like Ward. I like Lenore. I like Yadam. I like Green. I like Luter. And I like Rock Sin. And if we lost any of them, I'd be relatively disappointed. And I don't know how much more I'd be like, if someone gets hurt, I'd be like, okay, well, it'd be good that we kept that one guy, right? Because I feel like all 6 of our all 6 of our corners here are starters. I feel like every single one of them are like legit starters, or at least borderline fringe, like second, third corner. And that is super exciting because we never had like a corner situation like this. So say goodbye to Samuel Womack. Say goodbye to Chase Lucas. He's gone. I think Ambry Thomas is not going to come back when he comes back from injury. So yeah, that's my opinion on that. Safety, Jair Brown. I am a big fan of Jair Brown. He makes it. Mustafa makes it. Odom makes it. And with Hufang's injuries between Mahoney and T. Walker, they play T. Walker a lot more. T. Walker had more tackles. It seems to me they believe in T. Walker a lot more, and I do too. And that may hurt other 49ers fans who truly believe in Mahoney. But I just think that he's an undrafted free agent. He did look good apparently in practices, and he does look good in preseason games. However, Walker is the vet here, and Mahoney's the undrafted free agent. he's going to go to the practice squad. I'm pretty sure because Walker didn't play terrible. So anyway, that's pretty much how I got it set. Everything you see here, green means I got them locked. I'm pretty sure they're going to make this team. I'm confident. If they don't, I'll be shocked. Anything orange, I'm like, it's up in the air. Kind of like it just depends what they want to do. And red obviously means they get cut. So if you see anybody in red here that you believed in, I do not know why you did. So let's go back to this game real quick. So this preseason game, let's go back to it. It's the last preseason game. 49ers and the Las Vegas Raiders tied. I want to talk about the Raiders team real quick. If anybody ever cares about them, watch this. Carter Bradley, even though he went 5 for 11, 100 yards, they actually didn't look that bad. So if we lose Tanner Mordecai and they put him to waivers, at least we have somebody we've seen on the field look not too bad. I'm actually kind of a fan of Carter Bradley. I can see why fans, when I did my research earlier on Raiders, why they like this guy. He actually doesn't look that bad, in my opinion. Fans wanted to see how Lobe, I can't pronounce that name, to perform. He did not perform. Hernan, Raiders. Did I do that right? I think I did it right. I really tried to almost set myself for a joke there. Good work, Niners. We didn't fold. You guys gave us good work tonight. Yeah, it was a good preseason game, man. Like, how do you feel about Carter Bradley? I kind of like him, man. I think he's pretty solid. Yeah, it was a good game. I liked it. That last end bit with the whole toss back stuff was pretty fun. Yeah, that was a good 2-minute drill by Bradley there. And then Nathan Peterman's getting cut. If I was the Raiders, I would 100% keep Bradley. I was way more satisfied with him. Kind of wish we went into overtime. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like that too. Just kind of give like your players more opportunity to prove themselves and obviously more football. But it's kind of necessary in preseason. I can see why they don't do it. But at the same time, I know exactly where you're coming from, my friend. Got to have more football. And also you want to see those players you want to perform show up. So Wilkerson, dude. Hey, Wilkerson and McAllister. You guys are not cutting those dudes. I'm telling you right now, if you guys cut Wilkerson or McAllister, you're probably going to get poached by the 49ers. I'm pretty sure 49ers like, those guys look pretty good. Those are studs. I like those guys. They're actually pretty good. Anyone else show up? No one else I could really pop to mind there. Defense. Chris Smith got that interception. I don't blame Brock Purdy for that whatsoever. I think it literally hit Debo in the hands. He needs to catch that. Bradley is a stud. Yeah, definitely. How pissed would you be if Raiders waive him? Because he looked better than Tanner Mordecai. Byron Young got 1 sack, and I know that was a big deal for some, according to who was it? Raiders by Chat Sports. Really wanted to see how Byron Young performed, and it looks like he did pretty good. Got a sack, 3 tackles. I didn't really see him too much. Wasn't paying attention too much, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Pretty good. And what else we got? Some kick returns. That kick return where nobody touched McAllister here. Was it McAllister? Yeah, it was McAllister. our special teams, Jesus Christ, figure it out. Like, I understand. Like, if it was our first time, it was a concern. I understand. Our second year, we didn't fix it, and it's a concern. But 3 years in a row is just this straight up garbage situation. It's driving me crazy. You need to figure that out. So, anyway. Yeah, I think that covers everything. That's the score, 24-24. We went through the roster. Tomorrow, I'm going to go live again. I'm going to rewatch the highlights and just kind of go through the roster again, really break it down and make sure this is what I want to do as my prediction. and then I'll bring it live tomorrow, and we'll talk about it to everyone who comes in and has a conversation, because there's nothing wrong with a great conversation. Anyway, much love, guys. Hernan, thank you so much for jumping in, man. You're awesome, dude. I hope your team does well. I actually like Gardner Minshew, and I hope he's better than everyone else is, bitching about. So good luck, man. Take care, brother. Everyone else, sub if you like the content. Like if you like the like if you like the video. All love, fam, and I'll see you the next video.